Assalamu alaikum dear Lasanians. I hope you're all fine. Welcome in third semester, class 8 social studies. Today we will start with day 14 and 15 working. Today we will start with day 14 working, page number 92. Chapter number 12, some major urban centers of the world. Urban means shahri. On page number 92 and 93 you can see the pictures of some densely populated countries. Page number 94, Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo is the capital of Japan and the world's largest city, spread over an area of 2188 square kilometer. It has a population of 13 million. It is among the world's most expensive (महंगा) places to live in and a world leader in technology, commerce and industry. The tea ceremony is a very important part of Japanese traditional culture. Tea gardens are constructed especially for this purpose. The Japanese are very fond of nature, gardens, landscaping and art. Japanese art and architecture is distinctive in different in character from that of the rest of the world. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Sao Paulo has a number of excellent hotels and convention centers. This has promoted tourism, siyahat, as well as business. Every year, Sao Paulo hosts more than 90,000 important business conferences, seminars, conventions, trade shows, and gatherings for organizations from around the globe. More than 16 million people visit every year for tourism and business. New Delhi, India. New Delhi is a historic, tarihi city and the capital of India with an area of 1484 square kilometer and a population of around 16 million. Delhi has served as capital for a number of rulers for hundreds of years. You can find a large number of monuments, yadgarein, from the Mughal era in New Delhi. Today it is known as a politically important, culturally strong and busy commercial city. New York, United States of America. New York is home to some very famous colleges and universities. It is an island city divided into districts called boroughs. The city is well known as a cosmopolitan center where people from all over the world live and work. The city's ideology is freedom for all, which means people are free to choose and do whatever they want. Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, and Independence Day are important festivals and holidays. Next is London, the United Kingdom. London is the capital of the United Kingdom. It is known as the cultural capital of the world and a global leader in arts, commerce, education, entertainment, fashion, finance, media, tourism, sports, and urban development. It is among the world's leading financial centers. Next is Sydney, Australia. Sydney is famous for its museums and art galleries. It is also a popular destination manzil for tourists and patrons marbi of performing arts and fashion. As Australia is located in the southern hemisphere, the whole continent experiences seasons opposite to those in the northern hemisphere. For example, at New Year, summer is at its peak while June is the coldest month in Australia. This is due to the axis and tilt of the earth. Now we will start our day 15 working. We have completed our chapter. Chapter number 12, question number 4. Our question 4 is, what is the significance of London in cartography? Our answer is, in cartography, zero longitude passes through Greenwich, a part of London. Longitudes and time zones of the world are calculated from this point. Next question is, how does the climate in the southern hemisphere differ from that in the northern hemisphere? Give reasons. Answer of question number 5 is, when it is summer in the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere experiences winter and vice versa. This is because of the Earth's tilt and position during its revolution around the sun. Now our next question is, going further, our A part activity is for homework and second part is, apart from the climate, what other dissimilarities between the northern and southern hemispheres can you think of? Now the dissimilarities are listed here. you will make two columns. First one is of northern hemisphere and second is southern hemisphere. Now our first point is the northern hemisphere has more land, that is 60.7% water and 39.3% land, while southern hemisphere has more water, that is 80.9% water and 19.1% of land. Second, this difference is around 90% of total population lives in northern hemisphere, remaining 10% lives in southern hemisphere. Third point is due to higher population it is much polluted, and southern hemisphere is 32% less polluted than northern hemisphere. Fourth point is shadows move in clockwise position while shadows move in anti-clockwise direction. Our fifth point is much easier to view the galaxy while in southern hemisphere stars are less bright and not visible. We have completed our today's working. I hope you will learn these questions by heart. Take care students. Allah Hafiz.